All right, guys, welcome to page 2. This is the beginning of the Unit 6 retest section number 2. This is all the old material, things that have already been on a previous test that we're seeing again. This page is worth 6 points. You'll see 3 questions. Each are worth 2 points. Talk to you a little bit during the problems about where the points come from. All right, question number 1 says find the equation of a line. So I know this. It needs to be something in the term y equals mx plus b. So if you can find m, that's worth a point. If you can find b, that's your other point. All right, so y equals mx plus b. Well, what's it give me? What information is given? It says find the equation of a line that is parallel to that given equation. Well, this tells me when I know it has a parallel, when I know that it's parallel, that tells me that the slope has to be the same. So my m value, the slope of my new line, is going to be the slope of this line, which I see right here in front of x, is negative 4. So my m value is negative 4. And what other information do they give me? It tells me that it passes through the points 9 and negative 2. Well, that is a value for x and a value for y. So I told you you get a point for m and a point for b, and I know m, so I have one of my 2 points. How do I find b? Well, in order to find b, I actually take this equation, y equals mx plus b, and I plug in the things that I know. I know my y value is negative 2. It says right here, right? If you look, the y value is negative 2. So that's negative 2. That's equal to the m value, which I see over there is negative 4, times the x value. The x value is 9, plus the b value. All right, well, I'm going to find that b value. All right, let me move that out of my way. So this is negative 2, and that's equal to negative 4 times 9. Well, negative 4 times 9 is negative 36. Plus b. And to get b by itself, I'll add 36 to both sides. And I end up with a b value of negative 2 plus 36, which is 34. So my equation, that final answer, what am I looking for? It's y equals mx plus b. So y equals the m value, negative 4, x plus the b value, which is 34. So the 2 points, if you had negative 4x in there, in your equation, you got a point. If you had the 34, you got the other point. So y equals negative 4x plus 34. Question number 2, very similar to question number 1 in regards to they're giving me some information, and I have to find the equation of the line. So it says find the equation of the line that is perpendicular to the line that's given. Okay, well that means this is going to tell me what my m value is. But first I need to know the slope of the line that's given. So what is this slope right now? So the slope of this one looks like it comes down. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It comes down 6. And it runs to the right. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means this slope is negative 6 over 9, which is negative 2/3. So that is the slope that's given. And this problem says it needs to be perpendicular. So that means I need the opposite reciprocal to negative 2/3. Well, the opposite reciprocal to negative 2/3 is positive 3/2. Positive 3 over 2. That's my m value. And it goes through the point. There's my x. There's my y. So here we go again. Y equals mx plus b. Let's find b. The y value is negative 5 equals 3/2 times the x value, which is negative 3, plus b. So that is negative 5. That's negative 9 over 2 plus b. So if I add 9 halves, and really 9 halves is 4.5. If you do 9 divided by 2, you get 4.5. So I know I'm mixing decimals and fractions here, but it's because I want you to understand that they are the same thing. So negative 5 plus 4.5 gets me to negative 1/2, or negative 0.5, whichever way you look at it. So again, this is worth 2 points, one for the m and one for the b. So here's my equation. Y equals, the m value is 3 over 2, x plus the b value, which is negative 1/2. So y equals 3 over 2x minus 1/2. If you add 3 over 2x plus negative 1/2, that's okay as well. Worth 2 points. And finally, question number 3. This is one of them that, if you remember, oh boy, I'm trying to forget, so hopefully you forgot. And I made a mistake, and I know Mr. Lamb doesn't make many of them, but I did. I made a mistake when I told you how to do this the first time. And actually, this problem, I'm glad this problem is the one that made the test, because even if you screwed up, you can actually do this one the other way because of a unique property that one of the sides is the base of your rectangle. But that's neither here nor there. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to wrap this thing all the way around by the tightest rectangle that I can find. So the highest point up here is B, and the lowest point is A, and the farthest right point is C, and the farthest left point is actually B and A at the same time. So this rectangle here that I'm looking at is 1, 2, 3, 4. This across the top is 5. All right, coming down the left side from B to A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8. Going across the bottom, obviously, is 5. And then coming up, or coming down to C, this first little part is 1. And then this other part is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7. And that's going to come in handy because if I need, here's what I'm after. I'm looking for this area of this triangle right here. All right, so that's what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the area of the big rectangle. The area of the rectangle is base times height, which the base of the rectangle we know is 5, times the height, which is 8. So that's 40. But I don't need the entire rectangle. I don't need all of it. I actually need to get rid of 2 little triangles. This triangle here I'm going to call A, and this bigger triangle down here in the bottom right I'm going to call B. So how do I find the area of triangle A? Well, that's 1/2 the base times the height. Well, that is a 5 by 1 right triangle. If I look at this right triangle, it's 5 by 1. So 1/2 of 5 times 1. Well, 5 times 1 is 5, and 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, right? Or 5 over 2. All right. And now I have this triangle B. I have to find the area of triangle B. And it's 1/2 base times height. Well, triangle B down here is 5 by 7. If I need to get rid of this, that is a 5 by 7 triangle. I'll do 5 times 7. Well, 5 times 7 is 35. And 35 divided by 2, to get you this decimal, is 17.5. So now I can actually find my answer. My answer is based on the rectangle and these 2 blue triangles. So the area of triangle ABC, the one in green, the one that we want, is the area of the rectangle, this big 40. And then I'm going to subtract 2.5. And then I'm going to subtract 17.5. And if I type that in, 40 minus 2.5 minus 17.5, you'll find out that this thing has an area of 20 units in its area. So those units are squared. I gave you a point for 20 units squared, even if you did the old method, the wrong method. You got the other point if I noticed that you were attempting to do the right method. If you were trying to show the area of the rectangle and then areas of triangles and you were trying to subtract them, that got you 1 point. The other point then was to actually find that right answer. So that's the end of page 2. In video 3, we will cover questions on page 3.